Hey, Rail Birds. Here we are at the 2023 Derby City Classic. We have Shane VanBoening versus Alvin Anggito. Shane from the United States, Alvin from Indonesia. This is round 3 action. Both players have 0 losses. I am being joined by Mark White. How you doing, Mark? Thanks for joining us.
I got here in the end. I got here in the end. Nice to
That's the
be
important thing.
here. Yeah, looking forward to this one. SVB, always good to watch. And interesting guy from Indonesia, Alvin Anggito, 23 years old. Also using the Q-Tech Ignite shaft. So it's a battle of the carbon fibre as well as anything else. So the youngster just setting the balls up. No sponsor by the looks of it. Unless he's got Adidas as his sponsor. That would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he has that sponsor logo on his back where most people put their names nowadays.
So yeah, race to 9. Breaking from the box. 9 on the spot, of course. No
Absolutely
shot
right.
clock in use. And that's about the length of my knowledge, the span of my knowledge. So I'll leave the rest up to you.
Yeah, there's one more little detail, and that is no jump cues at Derby City. You're allowed to jump the ball, you just cannot use a jump cue to do it. You must use your full playing cue. And the break is winner's option, which is usually winner break. Most people don't opt to let their opponent break. All right, Alvin going with the
Decent
cut
break.
break. Yeah.
One in the side, no look at the 2 ball though. So we'll be playing what we call a push out for any new people watching. Hopefully we got some new people watching this. So he can push anywhere on the table at the moment, anywhere but into a pocket. He can hit any ball. He can make any ball he wants. If he, for example, made the 9 ball, the 9 ball would come up, of course. And then your opponent, if he doesn't like what you've left him, he can put you back in again. I'm going to push to a kick here, I would think. Or is he just giving him a slither of it? Well, he's giving him a slither and could be in trouble here. Cue ball up behind the 6. Shane, of course, needs no introduction whatsoever. Won everything that the game has to offer. South Dakota kid, Captain America, call him what you want. Mosconi Cup winner. 5-time US Open champion, I believe.
Is that cue ball going to get there? I think it just got there.
Yeah, nicely judged. Yeah, and all of a sudden, is that 2-9? Sorry, 3-9. Is that a combination? Is that the 3? Or is that the 5? That's the 5, isn't it?
That's the 5. And it looks like it's lined up into the rail a little bit, but there does appear to be a gap between them, so you could manipulate that angle a little bit.
Tricky one, this, because wants to try and kick the 2 ball between the 8 and the 9. Doesn't really want to disturb anything there and wants to get some distance. Or is he going straight at this? No, he is kicking. Yeah, that was the problem. Didn't want to catch either the 8 or the 9. But this isn't easy to get to. Yeah, spot the difference from Shane's first shot and the next shot. It must be a little bit cold there in Louisville, Indiana. He's put his jacket on, look, Shane has.
Yeah,
Did you spot that, Mr. Ross?
I did. I could see him putting his jacket on in the bottom left corner of the screen while Alvin was at the table, so I noticed. He was using the Alvin diversion. Alvin was diverting our attention while he could slip his jacket on real quick. Oh, going with the double
unusual.
bridge technique.
Yeah, I've seen this used in snooker quite often, actually. Just to gain that extra height.
You just saw why no one likes using the double bridge technique. Almost hit those balls with that cue stick. Now, at Derby City, if he were to hit one of those balls with his cue stick, that wouldn't be a foul. But if he hits both of those balls, that would be a foul.
No, that's interesting. What do you mean? You're allowed to foul one ball at a time?
That's pretty standard rules in American pool when there's no referee. If you accidentally hit an object ball like with your shirt or a cue stick or something, it's not an automatic foul. Your opponent just has the option to either put the ball back where it was or leave it in its new position. So, whichever is most advantageous to them. But if you were to disturb two balls, like if you knock the 5 ball into the 9 ball, now you've disturbed 2 balls. Now that's going to be an automatic ball in hand, and the opponent has no option to restore their positions. They stay where they lay.
Way too complicated for me. All ball fouls, simple, done.
Yeah, that's the way a lot of more civilized countries do it, I guess. But us Neanderthals here in America, we do things our own way.
His name is Kevin Ross that just said that. My name is Mark White. I didn't say that.
I could hear you thinking it.
Don't even bring me into that conversation. I'm heading to Wisconsin in May. I don't want a lynch mob waiting for me at the airport.
They're going to be protesting your arrival.
So, the purple 4 ball, or the Joey Tate, as I like to call it.
Oh, not interested in the combination.
Done. Yeah, I just think it's a little bit too off, and there maybe isn't enough gap between them. So, played a really nice short side position there, though, Kevin. That was really well judged.
That was perfection.
Yeah, using a bit of pace just to coax the cue ball up towards the 6 ball. Fargo 7-10, so he's no slouch. But look at that, Shane VanBoening 8-3-3.
Well, he's got kind of the awkward angle on the 7 here. If he tries to draw back, the cue ball's going to be going towards the 9. He may try to draw past the 9 for to land on the left side of this 8. Oh, he's going to need a little bit of love. He got it.
Well, he's got it. It's Valentine's Day already. Beautiful. Lovely little kiss. Doesn't seem fazed by playing one of the legends of American pool, SVB. You know you've made it when you only need 3 initials. Or even one name, Shane. If you say Shane, who do you think about straight away?
Shane McMahon, of course.
Don't say Wolford either.
All right, Alvin says Shane who? Sorry, doesn't ring a bell. Alvin taking the first game, 1-0 in this race to 9.
Well, I was up very late last night. Just my sleeping pattern is all over the place at the moment, as you know, Kevin, more than anyone. And once again, I was up very late, slept early, woke late in the night, and I happened to watch some action from Iowa, the ladies in action at the Fairfield Invitational.
Oh yeah,
The
I was
last
watching a little bit of
four.
that too.
Yeah, Christina to catch, Alison Fisher, Kelly Fisher, and Wei to 10, of course. And eventually, Kelly coming out as the winner, as she so often does these days, beating Ali in the final after sending her to the one-loss side in the hot seat match. So congratulations, Kelly Fisher. Nice controlled break. Unfortunately, he made the ball but no shot on the
Yeah,
two.
that's 2 breaks in a row for Alvin. Made the 1 ball and no shot on the 2.
The balls are racked randomly. 1 must always go at the front, of course. 9 is racked on the spot. And then every other ball must be just randomly selected.
Absolutely right. No pattern racking allowed, and that includes racking the 2 ball at the back. If you rack the 2 ball at the back every time, that's going to be considered pattern racking, and now it'd also be frowned upon. In fact, I think they even made a rule this year at Derby City. You're not allowed to put the 2 at the back of the rack, if I remember correctly.
What, not at all?
I think that's what I heard, but I might be wrong on that. But someone did say that, but maybe it was the same person that told me that Christina was only 19 years old when in fact she was 29.
Yeah, you need to get a new inside informer. That's what you need.
Well, you weren't there, Mark. So I couldn't use you as my inside source. So I have to get my information off the black market and see what happens. It's
Yeah,
kind of suspect.
Instead of the white market, you mean?
I see what you did there.
Yeah, and that's interesting if that is the case, because if you're not allowed to put the 2 at the back, then it's not random racking, is it?
Well, it's already not random because you're already putting the 1 in the front and the 9 in the middle anyway. But yeah, I totally get what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, they always have to go there, so that stands to reason. But if
I'm
the
gonna go
2
look up
is
the.
not allowed to go at the back,
I'm gonna go look up the Derby City rules real quick, because I'm really curious now.
and you've got 5 minutes, and if you're not back with the answer by then, it's detention for you.
Oh boy, I better hurry. Type fast. Type fast. Yep, I was correct. The 2 ball cannot be on the back of the rack. Pattern racking is not allowed. Must use the Outsville AccuRack. Once the balls are placed inside the template, do not touch the front balls. Only push from the back balls. If the template is not straight, call for a re-rack. And that's what the rules has to say about the rack.
Oh, didn't want to catch that ball. He's gone and caught the 5 ball, and he's left an open shot on this, I believe. Yeah, he's looking at just holding the cue ball. Just stop it as soon as you can, as close to where the 2 lays, for a shot on the 3 ball. 4 ball waiting to be gobbled up by that side pocket, by the 6, which will then of course open the 6. Yeah, he's lost the cue ball slightly. Might Well, he will use the 9 here. Just stun into it. Try and get that cue ball to move to the left as we look. Nicely done. And key shot is obviously the next couple of shots, but having said that, with the 4 laying so close to the 6, I'm wondering, will he even move it off here? Can he?
If you move the 6 off the rail, you do take the chance that it might no longer pass the 9.
Yeah, good point. Always go short side on this, but the way he was looking, he's looking to play it past the 9 ball. As we hear some applause from our main table. Oh, this is a bit strong, is it? No. Maybe would have liked just a fraction more angle. This is missable. Wow. Played that with as if it was a hanger. What a shot. Drilled it down the rail.
I've never seen Alvin play before, but I am impressed. Say, don't go and miss it now because I go and say nice things about you.
Played it at the right speed, didn't he, that one? Looking very confident, and as you just suggested, this man can play, and I'm enjoying this. 2-0.
Not the least bit intimidated by his opponent. Maybe Shane's the one that should be intimidated. Okay, maybe that's a stretch. I don't think Shane's intimidated by anybody.
It's a good job he put his jacket back on, because he's been sat out for quite some period of time, so we need to keep warm. We've got a ball missing. Look, he's lost the ball. It's in there somewhere. There it is.
All right, Alvin, with the break, leads 2-0 in this race to 9. The last 2 breaks, he's pocketed the 1 and has had no shot on the 2. Let's see if he makes an adjustment.
Yeah, there you see the 2 ball racked. 1 up from the back.
1 in the side again, and does he have a shot? Awfully
Don't think
close.
so. Yeah, shake of the head. Says no. He might have a little piece of it, but certainly not the potting angle, I wouldn't have thought. Is that Alex Peggy lying on his knees down? No, it's Nukioi, look. He's always doing something crazy. He turned up at a match once.
Yeah.
In different colour training shoes, different colour sneakers.
That sounds like something he would do. If you ever want a good laugh, just go listen to one of his interviews.
He's probably the the only sportsman in the world that can do an interview without a good grasp of the English language, because he doesn't really have that. But you certainly get a good interview with him. You might not always understand it, but it's always entertaining.
Exactly right. And yet
Could have been a movie star back in the silent movie days. Oh, is there a gap?
I think there is.
There is. So Shane just struggling to get in this match at the moment. And this is worth having a go at. We'll automatically have position on the 3. Nothing to do with the cue ball.
Wow, what a shot. Center of the pocket without hesitation.
He's impressive, isn't he, Kevin, this youngster, 23-year-old from Indonesia?
I'm thinking that 710 frogger rate's a bit low.
He started out with a 4% chance of winning, and he's now up to 13%. And I think the percentages are going to go up even more after this rack, because I can't see any real problems here. This is the key shot. 4 to the 5. If this goes in, it's going to be 3-0.
Okay, I just looked up Alvin on frogger rate. The robustness is only 385, so it's relatively low, which means they don't have a lot of games on him. So that 710 will be in fluctuation, probably fluctuating up.
It's pretty to watch.
Giving a little bit of thought here. How does he want to go to the 8? Didn't want to take any chance of scratching in its side, so decided to just soft draw it out and not go to the rail and back out.
Oh, looking very comfortable.
Very comfortable indeed. Takes a 3-0 lead over Shane VanBoening in this race to 9.
22% now. It's going up and up and up, as I'm sure his Fargo will after this. Good stuff. One of the most famous tournaments on the pool calendar. It's the one the players really, really look forward to every year. Can he get a shot on the 2 this time?
He almost had one last time. He's getting closer to having a shot on the 2. Let's see. Oh, he's missed the one in the side this time, though.
But look, he's made the 4, has he? No, it didn't drop.
Dry break.
Luckily, no shot on the 1 for Shane. Or he's got to look at it, of course, but it's going to have to be a safety, unless he wants to play the carom onto the 4 ball. That's a possibility.
Yeah. Doesn't really carry any position if you do, though. He's playing it, though. But like I said, no position if you do.
Yeah, the only good thing is he's kept control of the table, and now he can try and get a really good safety in here. Shane will be one of the favourites for this tournament, as he is for most tournaments he enters in.
He's even a favorite in a lot of the one-pocket tournaments he enters, and he's not even a one-pocket player.
Yeah, he really is an all-round talent, isn't he? Loves the game, it's his life, apart from a bit of fishing, of course.
I think that's actually his first love. He just plays pool so he can afford to go fishing more often. Oh, he's left a window.
His safety's been a little bit off up to now. Apart from that first one he played back in rack number 1 on the 2 ball, which led to his first chance, but he didn't take it. So pretty routine safety here though. Cue ball over to the left hand rail, 1 ball up towards that 8. Oh, he overhit that. Yeah, Shane just picking up that AccuRack there. He actually carries one of those in his case, and you can actually fold them, and it doesn't affect the performance of them. A little trick I learned. I always wondered how you would transport them around.
Yeah, I did not know that.
This as well.
I did not know that you could fold them, because I have an AccuRack and it came in a little tube that you roll it up in. That's why I always keep it. I always keep it in the tube. But hey, if I could fold it, that's definitely more convenient for transport.
Yeah, apparently you can even iron them as well. You know, under a cloth, you can get an iron, a hot iron, and press them. Oh dear, that's the first bad shot I would say we've seen from the youngster. Now then, chance for the master.
He has tied up that 6-9 a little bit though, so Shane's got to do some figuring here how to get that open. The way he's playing this pattern, I think he's planning on to using the 5 ball when he comes off the 5 going into the 6 is what it looks like his plan is.
Yeah, needs to get that cue ball over by that 8 ball with an angle on the 5.
Or an angle on the left-hand side of the 5 would also work. Then he could bring the cue ball to the bottom rail and then into the 6-9. Uh-oh.
He's butchered that one. Got it all wrong. That was sort of one of those shots where I hadn't completely made up his mind really, and ended up playing neither. Looked like he was trying to check the cue ball up the left-hand side of the table. So just a safety here. This is most unlike Shane not to get out when given the chance to. Well, be happy with that. He's blocked the only pocket the 6 may have had.
But he's
got
also
an angle here.
Yep, he's left a perfect breakout angle for him. But he doesn't get the breakout. I sense a safety coming on.
Yeah, trouble is when you're trying to do it off your last opportunity ball, if you get it wrong, that's it. And he hasn't played a good shot there once again. There's a safety on here. Cue ball up behind the 7. Leave the 6 somewhere near the 8, or does it go? No, he's played the 8 ball well. That's very aggressive, and for me, the wrong shot. That was super aggressive to try that combo. Blind pocket. And that could be the springboard that Shane's been looking for.
Overrolled it just a hair.
Nicely cued. Not many players better than Shane at that particular shot. Brilliant.
Shane brings out the big stroke for that 8 ball. Wins him the game. Trails 1 game to 3 in this race to 9.
Yeah, he'll feel a whole lot better as well after that, because he was looking very, very nervy and shaky up till that point. But that 8 to the 9 was beautifully played, and that's more like the Shane we know. Nine ball, of course, is one of the disciplines played here at the Derby City. Also have bank pull, 1 pocket. We've also got the big foot on the 10 by 5. 10 ball, which is invitational. The rest is a free-for-all. You might even see me in it next year.
There even used to be a straight pull competition at the Derby City also, but they haven't had that for a few years now.
Two balls on the break. A look at the 1. Guaranteed safety. Or is he going for this?
I can't imagine he'd be going for it. Oh, I think he was. Like maybe a little 2A.
Yeah, no jump sticks. He's going to have to kick this in. And needs to catch this lower side of it as well, otherwise going to hook himself on the 2. Oh, that's okay, unless he plays it at that pace. Good shot.
Nice kick, and he has a shot on the 2. It's a lot of distance, but it's better than being hooked. Nicely done.
Yeah, and if you look at the natural path of this cue ball, it should leave him a shot onto the 4 into this bottom left-hand corner after this. Cue ball round 2 rails. Oh, a long way off. Overhit that.
Yeah, he was going for the 4-rail position on the 4. Didn't like soft rolling it at that distance. Can't blame him, but did cost him some accuracy on the hit, I think.
Yeah, his cue action there just looked a little bit stabby, didn't it? Not as smooth as we've been seeing. And you get the feeling now that Shane is just being let back into this match. He needs a little stun follow here. That's nicely done. Shane VanBoening loves a bit of fishing, and he's like a shark, he can smell blood. And slowly he's catching the Indonesian. 3-2 now. Shane VanBoening cutting the lead to just one rack. Race to 9. Alvin Anggito, though, still in the lead.
We are your hosts, Kevin Ross, being joined by Mark White. The golden voice of pool.
Thought he was going to call me a golden girl for a minute. Glad you didn't do that. Yeah, I shall be heading to Wisconsin in May 17th through 20th, where we have the Wisconsin Open, also the BCA Wisconsin State Championships for BCA League players, and then we'll have the Women's Wisconsin Open and the men's also. Great event there at the Ho Chunk Casino in Baraboo. If you haven't been and you're nearby, get down there.
Absolutely. Sounds like it's going to be a fun time for everybody. I might even have to
really
find
nice
my way over there
as well. Yeah, it's not far for you, is it?
Nah, it's only like a 10-hour drive. That's nothing.
That's next door for you Americans.
Yeah, we'll drive 5 hours just to go to lunch.
By the time you get back, you're ready for dinner, so you drive back again.
Ooh, threaded that needle nicely. Get out of the way, 9-ball. The 9-ball did not get out of the way. No love there. That was such a small pocket. He shot into half a pocket, if that. And these are 4 1/4 inch diamond pockets. Looking at going a minimum of 2 rails at this 2-ball. All right, good hit.
Yeah, he's just starting to get back into this match now, isn't he? Worrying signs for Alvin. Is he playing the carom or not? Oh, he played the combo. Where's that cue ball? Oh, he's left an easy combo now. Shane, 4-time winner of the 9-ball event here at the Derby City. Twice winner of the all-around, the overall, as it's called.
Oh, that turned out nice.
Does he have the angle to stun up past the 3 to play it into the same corner pocket? Or has he got to stay short side? I think he's staying short side. Well, I would have liked to have gone a little bit straighter, I think. Might have to go twice across now. He's going to be putting some pace into this one. Oh, he could stay that side. Beautiful. What a nice shot.
That was beautifully done. Lands perfectly on this 6. Did not want to mess with that combination. As straight as he shoots, he doesn't like combinations any more than the rest of us.
Yeah, apologies. I thought that was the 4 bolt up there.
It can be a little hard to see the colors at times.
It doesn't help being minus 5.25 in your eyes either, Kevin. With astigmatism, I might add as well.
And astigmatism on top of that. You have cataracts too, just to round it out? Oh, no, no. Mayday,
yes.
mayday, mayday.
Oh. Well. Yeah, he's not going to ask Shane to pot that one. Ball in hand on the 9. Dear, oh dear. What a way to go level 3-3 now. Yeah, just to go back to my eyes very quickly. This is, of course, only to cement the fact that I make some mistakes with colours every now and then. But I do actually have, I'm actually blind in one of my eyes. In my right eye, I'm blind. I have been since a very, very young age. And I actually have a cataract in my eye that I can see out of. And they won't operate on it because I'm blind in the other eye. So I do struggle a little bit with eyesight.
So you're blind in one eye and you can't see out the other.
Yes. Basically, yes. That's not how the eye doctor put it, but...
So I guess you're going to apply to be a referee at next year's event then. All right, dry break for Shane. Leaves Alvin a thin cut on this one. I look for him to make it. Shoot as straight as he's been shooting. Oh, doesn't have the pace.
Well, he might jump this with his full length cue. If jump cues were allowed, he will have gone for that propel without a doubt by now. But as they're not allowed, he's kicking this. I suppose you could even kick jump it off this rail. That's an exhibition shot if ever I knew one. Oh, look at this for a shot. Look at this for a shot. Amazing.
And I think he has
to
just
find that gap.
And I think he has just the smallest window to see the 2 ball also.
That looked like young Michael Yednak on the table next to us as well. New Yorker. Oh, brilliant shot. Oh, how difficult was that? Right in the jaws of that pocket. Full length of the table, drops it in.
Had that cue ball rolled maybe a couple more millimeters, I don't think you would have had a shot on that 3.
It was very tight, wasn't it? Done so well. There are few better sights in the game of pool than Shane VanBoening in complete rhythm and harmony with the table. Moves the cue ball around with so much ease.
Does that 6 pass the 9? I didn't think it did pass. I don't think he thinks it passes either. He looks a little unhappy. I think he was playing for the side.
He played for it into the side. Yeah, exactly.
Just overcooked it a smidge.
He send the 6 ball around the angles. Well, perhaps he's made up his mind that he can squeeze it in. Yeah, he's still not sure. It sometimes helps if you come round and look at this from the pocket side of the shot. I don't know whether he did that or not.
Wow, he
Yeah, good shot.
just had enough room. He played that to the far side of the pocket.
And he's still not happy though. Just struggling for ideal position. This looks all right though. Don't know why he was looking a bit agitated. Looked okay. In it goes.
Shane VanBoening takes the lead for the first time this set, 4-3 in this race to 9. I think that's
Yeah, and he was 3-0 down. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, 4 in a row.
Yeah. Shane decided to wake up.
We spoke about, you know, my eye defects. Of course, Shane has his own.
Oh, that's
problems.
not illegal. That's not a legal rack. I'm not allowed to have the 2 at the back. I just looked it up in the
Well,
rules.
I wonder if that's going to be picked up. Well, it's going to go unnoticed, I think. Kicked the ball into that corner. And he does have a shot at the 2.
Yep, he's measuring for a rail first shot.
Yeah, sorry, on the 1 ball, yeah, didn't make the 1, did he? So just doing a measuring. He'll transfer that measurement back onto the rail and then back down.
I like that Shane likes to show his work on shots like that. A lot of players will do that in their head, maybe because they don't want to show that they're using a system, but Shane doesn't care. I'll show you the system I'm using. I don't care. I'll still beat you.
Yeah, something us snooker players never do. It's all sort of guesswork and experience with us. We don't have those marks on the table, the diamonds, or any measuring system, to be honest.
Nice speed, just clears that 9.
Very easy on the eye, Shane VanBoening. Nice style, gets on with it. Reminds me a lot of Earl Strickland. I know Earl was one of Shane's heroes growing up. Similar styles.
Uh-oh, this could get
Yeah,
dangerous.
As soon as he hit that, he knew. He caught it a little bit thin, I think. Oh, what a let-off this is for Alvin. Oh, this is a hit and hope.
Yeah, you could really sense his frustration there.
Yeah, all hope gone. Okay, a bit of distance here. Now, earlier on, Alvin was knocking these in. Has his confidence been beaten just a little bit? We're about to find out. Not at all.
I think we have the answer to that.
Strokes in. Just a slight tester here on the 9 ball.
Passes that test with flying colors. Tied up 4 apiece in this race to 9. Thanks to that gift from Shane. Alvin says, thank you very much. Keep them coming.
Yeah, back where we started 8 racks ago, we're all level. And that was a pretty run-of-the-mill, straightforward positional shot Shane had to play there, but you saw from his reaction from the moment he struck the cue ball, he knew that he's going to need a little bit of luck to get past that 9 ball and hit it almost full on and hooked himself. Now then, can he make a ball and get a shot on the 2? Oh, he's missed the 1 ball. He's got the 3 ball and he's got a shot on the 1 into the side, and look at these for a layout.
Yeah,
well, this looks perfect.
These are wide open. I mean, this looks like the hardest shot of the rack is this 1 ball right here, and getting good on the 2 without getting behind the 5. Maybe the 6 to the 7, but otherwise this looks like a pretty straightforward rack. Alvin D-racks the immediate area around the 9 ball.
Looking pretty straightforward from here.
Yeah, got a little close to that side pocket with the cue ball. You don't generally want to do that. I mean, I've scratched in the side pocket coming in at that angle, or even corner hooked yourself in the side pocket. You generally want to not get that close with the cue ball, but worked out just fine.
Yeah, when you do it, it's normally by mistake. I know exactly what you mean when you get that close to the cue ball, to the side pocket rather. So he needs to play this either with some inside right, or he could swing the cue ball around, but it looks like he's going with the right hand spin option. Just straightened it up off the back rail, very nicely done. Now just slide this one down low on the cue ball, drag the cue ball back to the centre of the table. And it looks like the youngster from Indonesia is going to regain his lead here. Went 3-0 up. Shane then took the next 4. Alvin levelled it up again at 4-4. And this to go 5-4 and needing just 4.
All right, that mistake by Shane is really starting to cost him now, because Alvin won that game and then broke and ran the next game. And he's still at the table. How much will that miss cost Shane?
Yeah, the saying goes it's normally 2 racks. A miss can cost you. Plus, if he can also get a decent break in here, get a shot on the lowest ball, and a layout like they were there, well, that was just perfect, wasn't it? That layout.
It was.
Breaking from the box. took a lot off that break.
He's made a ball, but no shot on the one.
Probably just push out to near this corner pocket, I would have thought. Right hand corner as we look. Maybe 6 inches away from the pocket.
He's looking like he has something else in mind.
He's not thinking about kicking this, surely. No, he's got to play just down here. Yeah. On this back rail, 6 inches away from the corner pocket. That's about 6 inches.
Looks like Shane immediately passed it back. He took one look and said, "Go ahead."
Yeah, I think he overhit that, you know. I think he meant to leave the left-hand side of this one ball as we look. But I think he's cut that off. So this is a thin one. And he's played it.
He's hit it nice.
Well. Oh, can he get through to it?
I think he has a window, or a keyhole, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, peephole. The word was in there somewhere, I just couldn't find it. He's thinking long and hard about this. Could hold behind the 3. It's risky though.
Or try to get behind the 5 or the 2. I mean, those are the obvious safeties, but for some reason Shane doesn't like that, or it's not available. Well, he's trying to get that cue ball in behind that 2. Didn't quite get there, but he's got him with the 9. I think he can just see the edge of the 1. But that cue ball is going to hit the 6 if he tries coming off that edge of the 1, I think. Unless he can get around the 6.
I think he can get through to it, but there's no future in it really. As you say, that 6 ball looming large. He could try and flick it from behind. That's where he's coming now. Look, just there. Just flick it in.
Ah. Yeah, he's looking at making this ball.
Yeah, and if he doesn't catch it quite right to make it, then hopefully he'll get separation. Cue ball running up towards the head string end. Yeah, not bad at all. Missed it on the pro side, as they say. Oh, Shane didn't like that. He saw the disgust on his face there. I think he expected a better result when he came back to the table than this one, but he should be able to get behind the 6.
Alvin gave himself a chance to win there, and knowing full well that there was a good chance he would leave it safe if he missed. Nice shot. Oh, he
He's
just
caught the
caught it.
6.
He did.
Yeah, and I'm surprised at Shane's reaction there when Alvin played that shot. He looked as if to say, "You've been so lucky there, it's unbelievable," and carried that feeling onto that shot as well. Most unlike Shane, I thought. Doesn't normally show his disdain as vehemently, we could say.
All right, ball in hand for Alvin. Uh-oh, I think he's misplayed this.
Bad misjudgment. Yeah, we know where you wanted it, but
Yeah,
it's
we
not
all
there,
know.
Alvin. It's not there, mate. It's not there. If he can clip off this thin, right hand spin on the cue ball, down behind the 9.
I think he has a shot at the cross bank on this. No, he's not going for the cross bank, just going for the safety. Is he going to get him with the 8? No, he did not. He's left a shot.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Then I believe you.
90%?
%, good enough. Where's the cue ball again, though? Oh, look.
100% behind the 8.
It's one of them days.
Bad day at the office.
Good solid hit. But he's left this. He's left this. Oh.
You can really sense the frustration from Shane.
Yeah, and look at the proximity of the 4 ball as well. So not much to do with the cue ball, and being so close to the 3, that could have presented a problem, but not here. Just a simple little draw, and now perfect angle to tease the cue ball towards the 5 ball. Don't do too much, leave a longer 5, as you saw him just pointing there. There's Superman. He's on the other table, Roberto Gomez. We spoke of Nukioi earlier on that table. Roberto, a real fun character.
Ooh, nice little 3-rail bank on the 5 there.
Yeah, a bit early to be showboating. Oh, caught
That's
that
perfect.
beautifully. What a lovely stroke that was. Beautiful delivery of the cue. And once again, it's going to open up a 2-rack lead against former Derby City Classic champion Shane VanBoening.
Alvin upping his chance of winning percentage with that win, up 6-4 in this race to 9.
Yeah, and Shane, you know, when he was 3-0 behind, won those 4 in a row, started to cue like the Shane we know, but it's been uncharacteristically those little nuances of his game, that just those little positional shots here and there, just half a ball out of position has cost him 2 or 3 racks, and that's the difference we see. 6-4.
So right. All right,
Now
one in
they
the
made
side.
that 1 ball. And the 7.
Oh, does he have a shot on the 2? I don't think so. It's really close. On my screen, it doesn't look like he has a shot.
Yeah, if he's going to push at this, he might just push to a dead straight shot on the 2 on that rail where he's standing, where he can't get on the 3. Or perhaps he can go at this. Well, he's thinking of massaging slightly around, is he? He's going for this.
It looks like he has a straight shot, doesn't it? Looks like he's shooting straight at it. Nice shot. Wow, a little bit of love there, getting on that 3, but I think he deserved that. That was a nice shot.
Well, for me, that is shot of the match so far. Fantastic shot. I mean, the skill level needed to complete that particular shot that he's just played is of the highest order. Great shot.
Absolutely fantastic. And the rest of these balls are just there for the taking. Meanwhile, Shane's probably staring at the ceiling.
Yeah, opening up a 3-rack leader game, which he will do if he can run these last 4 balls out. It's a much more important time to go 3 up than it was at the beginning, because he'll be within just 2 racks. And Shane will need 5.
Yeah, that's a much bigger lead than at the beginning of the set. Nice little stun follow. You're feeling good when you shoot those.
Yeah, another indication there, Kevin, of just how well he's cueing at the moment, because that stun follow is one of them shots we often say you have to be cueing well to execute them well. And I'm very impressed with this young man.
The 22-year-old from Indonesia, up 7-4 in this race to 9.
Yeah, worrying signs for Shane, simply because he's had these chances but hasn't taken them, and the scoreline may be a little bit flattering, although Alvin has played the better of the 2 players. I think it's a fair summation of the game.
More importantly, Alvin has been able to capitalize when Shane makes a mistake.
Yeah, very true. It's one thing getting opportunities, it's another thing taking advantage of them.
And taking advantage he has.
Did you say this is a winner's side match, or does the...
This is round 3. Both players have 0 losses.
Okay. So although not traditional double elimination, players do have the chance of 1 buyback should they have a loss, which I believe runs all the way through the tournament. Is that correct, Kevin?
Right up to the finals, absolutely.
Wow. Lovely little insurance policy to have in your back pocket, isn't it?
And because they do a redraw every round, if there's an odd number of players in a round, someone's going to get a bye. And you can get a bye 10 rounds into the tournament. You can get a bye into the finals. And it happens often.
It really is a unique format, isn't it, this?
It is.
There's no other like this.
Oh, I think he's left a shot for Shane. I think that 1 passes the 7. He's got a little bit of work to do to get that cue ball to the 2, though. He's going to have to draw off this 4, it looks like. Avoid hitting the 9 if he draws off the 4.
Yeah, that's a good call, that. He is going to do it. Could end up with a combo for the 2 if it does go slightly wrong. Oh, he's come lovely. Look at this.
Oh, nice
Look
little
at this, even a
helping
friendly
bump.
little bump. Yeah, both little bumps. Perfect.
That's nice. Nicely done. He's come up a hair short here. He'll be okay, I think, but still struggling a little.
You just have to play this with left-hand spin. Oh, he's come round the other way. Is he far enough? Oh, he must have been worried about that side pocket for a moment.
Same thing again. 3 rails around again, just like last time.
Yeah, stay away from that rail. Don't go straight.
All right,
okay.
he's used 7 rails on his last 2 shots.
He's going to use another 2 here.
We're 1.5.
Nice, yeah. He's not going away, is he? Still with it all. He went dangerously close once again to that 9, which was his downfall earlier on, which cost him a 3-rack lead before. No
He's not going to
danger
move
this
that
time.
rack, is he? He's not going to move it, is he?
He's not.
Shane VanBoening closing up that gap. Trails 2 games, 7-5 in this race to 9. We are your hosts, Kevin Ross and Mark White. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like what you've been seeing and hearing, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, ring that bell, all the usual stuff. We'd appreciate it. If not, no big deal. Thank you for watching.
Some very, very illustrious names on this Derby City Classic 9-ball winners list. First one back in 1999 was won by maybe a lesser known player called Troy Frank, and then George Sansusi, Shannon Dalton, who actually won it again in 2003, separated by a win from Mika Immonen. Some very illustrious names.
I didn't know George Sansusi won the 9-ball.
Yeah, he won it in 2000, the second year it was ever played. Shannon Dalton won the bank pool. Nick Varner won the 1 pocket.
Naturally.
Lee Adkins won the overall.
Mick Varner, a monster in one pocket back in the day.
Yeah, I almost got to commentate with him in Vegas a couple of years ago, but unfortunately he caught COVID.
I hope he recovered from it okay.
He's up and about. Somebody else who's up and about, actually, I'd love to mention, is my friend Darren Appleton, who suffered that cardiac arrest, of course. We lost him for 40 minutes.
Oof.
And he's just announced he's back in training, back playing pool again, and he will be in Philadelphia for the Super Billiard Expo, where he'll have his own booth with dynamite Darren Appleton products available. So he's back. Apples.
Speaking of being back, Shane is back. Back in the saddle again here with this nice break and run. Brings it to within one. 6-7 in this race to 9.
Yeah, no real favourite now. The stats say Shane. He's one behind though. He needs 3. Alvin needs 2. Very important to get a good break in here now.
And there's that 2 at the back of the rack again. Naughty.
Yeah, I'm surprised at this, that, well, maybe Alvin doesn't know the rule, and maybe Shane doesn't know it as well.
Well, he should go to the players' meeting. All right, here we go. Shane with the break. 1 in the side. Another ball in the side. He's made 3 balls on that break and a wide open shot at the 2.
Yeah, once again, that 2 ball staying down this end of the table. Not suggesting for one moment that Shane is doing that deliberately, putting the 2 ball there. Maybe it's from habit, because
I don't think
in America.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing that deliberately to try to cheat or anything. That's just a lot of tournaments. You're supposed to rack the 2 at the back, and I'm sure, like you say, that's probably just habit.
Yeah.
I was thinking he was going to go long with the cue ball and play for the gap, like between the 8-9, and not try to come in short. Did he get a shot? Ooh, he does. He does have a shot, just barely.
Yeah, once again, positional side of the shots, just letting Shane down slightly. Normally one of his real strong points. It's a long, grueling tournament, this. You've got to be fit to survive.
Yeah, the Derby City is a grind. It is grueling.
Yeah, it's the marathon of pool events.
Absolutely it is. Do you happen to remember what time the 9-ball finished this year? It was stupid late. It was like a 24-hour session from the start of the day to when they finally wrapped up. Maybe it was more than 24 hours.
Yeah, without giving any secrets away, I mean, they started the final at 8:30 in the morning. And if you want to know who won it, keep watching.
Shane VanBoening with another break and run. It's 2 in a row, I believe. Ties it up 7 apiece. We're now at a race to 2 with Shane breaking.
And this is where the pro players, they love winner breaks.
Absolutely, they do.
Really, You know, he was 3 racks behind, 7-4, and all of a sudden we're 7-7. But it brings up my argument, as it always does. If breaking is such an important part of the game, then surely both players need equal opportunity. Just my opinion.
Or if it's so important, you have to earn it by winning the game. Look at this break. Wow.
But if that's my point. If your opponent is breaking this good, and I didn't see, once again, I didn't see where he racked the 2. I'd like to see a replay of that break because.
Yeah, let's get a replay. I think he racked it not on the back this time. Let's have a look.
Okay. It stayed in a similar position as well, this 2 ball.
Let's, I forgot to hit the right button. It's been so long since I've done a replay, I forgot how to anymore.
Are you saying there's been nothing worth watching again?
Just been so entranced by this awesome play. Ooh, coming in very short.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's the break. Okay, yeah, the 2 is racked properly.
That's okay. Yeah, balls dropping in everywhere. Key shot coming up. Oh, he's dragged that in beautifully. That was a classy shot, a classy cut down the rail. Another American who is always finishing high up in these tournaments is Sky Woodward, and he had a great win last night over Oscar Dominguez in the McDermott Classic, which is also a 9-ball ranking event now as well for Matchroom. Sky beating Oscar, his Moscow Knee Cup teammate, 9-1.
Wow.
Yeah, I honestly think Sky is right up there with Shane now. And I'm sure when he wins that first big tournament, as much, you know, like Francisco Sanchez Ruiz did, it will really set him on a winning streak. Certainly got the talent, and he's beginning to practice a lot more now, Sky Woodward. Meanwhile, Shane is going to get on the hill with this 9-ball. And in it goes. And he struggled in this match, and he'll love to fall over the line in this one. These, you know, they often say, Kevin, don't they, that you have that match during a tournament, and this could be that one where you're not playing your best, you're not taking all your opportunities, but you still manage somehow to win, and that's the mark of a champion. That's why he's won so much. It's winning when you're playing your B game rather than your A game.
All right, he's had 3 break-and runs in a row. Just needs 1 more. Can he do it?
Yeah, another sign of a champion. Doing it just when needed.
One in the corner.
Game.
No shot at the 2.
Yeah, the 2-ball in the same position once again. I think that was racked the way it was racked in the previous rack as well. Can we have a look at that, Kevin? I'm just curious to see how these balls are spreading after the break. Before it was one up from the back to the right.
Did you want to look at the previous rack or this rack? Do you want
this one, please? Yeah, there it is again in that same position. Hasn't strayed far from the back of that rack. That's all I'm saying. but no advantage.
Oh, I was looking at pushing out over there. Okay, that's a very small target to hit.
Yeah, this is a very, very, very aggressive push. I think he might be getting this one back, you know. Oh, he's coming to have a look. He's looked at it from the back.
Yeah, it doesn't cost anything extra to have a look. Hey, that's my camera you're kicking over, Shane.
I say he's getting a little bit close to our camera there. I've heard players getting a little bit close to their work with the cue ball, but don't start getting too close to our work, Shane.
Yeah, you stay over there, we'll stay over here, okay? All right, let's see what Shane had in mind here. See what the master plan was.
He'll probably go and cut this into the bottom left-hand corner, knowing Shane.
If it's available, he'll shoot it.
Oh, I could see more of it than I thought. What a beautiful shot he's played here. He might even have to 3-rail kick this.
I think that's what Alvin was just looking at. He was looking at the 3-rail kick.
I think I just spotted a bear on the next table. A bear. Mr. Davey.
Oh, James DeVee?
Yes, that's him. Don't they call him the bear?
Big Papa.
Big Papa, is it?
They call James DeVee from the Pacific Northwest. Nice hit by Alvin, but he's left Shane straight in on this 2. Looks like the 3 does go in the side. This could be it for Alvin.
Yeah, cue ball's still a bit close to that rail. I mean, this isn't a dead cert.
No, but if there's anybody in the world you want to have shoot this for you, can you think of anybody better than Shane?
Fedor.
Okay, I'll give you that. That young kid.
Just because he's such a straight shooter. And Josh Filler. Oh, look. He's gone too far, Kevin. He's gone too far. Oh, dear. Could we be going hill? I don't think he can get through to the potting angle of this, can he? He's bending it. He's putting a little masse on this.
If he massays this cue ball and pockets the 3, that'll be by far the shot of the match by like 5 times over.
Yeah, just because how closer the 3 is to the 9 than the cue ball.
Wow, what a try.
A big ask, wasn't it? But a good effort.
What an effort.
And he hasn't really left anything easy either.
No. He has not. He could bank the 3 to that upper left corner because he has balls to hide behind, so it's a little bit of a 2-way shot. But he's just going for the safety behind the 9, and, well, hopefully the 6 will provide good backup.
Yeah, he's been a bit lucky there, I think. Shane looking at the kick.
Taking the extension off of his cue. Is he planning on jumping this with his cue? With his full cue?
Yeah, I think it's only the edge of the 6 he needs to jump. I think you're right.
I think he's
Well
jumping
spotted,
this.
Kevin. Yeah, well spotted. Took the extension off. It'll be the first jump shot we've seen in this match. He doesn't like it though. I mean, do you play this any differently than you would with a jump cue? Completely different tip, of course. Much softer. Whoa, look at the draw he got on that as well.
Yeah, you probably don't get that much draw with a jump cue.
Oh, chance of a nice safety here. Thin the 3-ball. Cue ball back to where it is now, roughly. Would be unlucky not to get cover. Oh, he's caught the 5. A little bit careless. This is nicely played.
Nice touch.
Yeah, it's an easy kick though, 2 rails.
Yeah, kick 2 rails behind it, kick the 3 back up this way, trying to leave the cue ball at that far end of the table.
He doesn't want to hit this too thin from that back rail. Cue ball could be going close to the corner. If he comes off the back of it thin.
Is he going to get the safe? Is he going to get the safe?
I think so. He's looking. Shane's run round to have a look as well.
That was a great kick.
Do you know what though? Even if he hasn't got the potting angle, he could play it off the 4-ball, is it, over the side pocket?
That is the 4-ball, and it might even send the 9-ball for a ride too while you're at it.
No, 3-way shot here.
It looks like he's elevating it a little, like he's swerving. Gonna let him break over on the next table while he contemplates this.
Let's have a look at the break on the other table. He's a lefty. Just checking his mirrors to make sure there's no traffic behind. Oh,
Watch out,
nicely
7-ball. He's got past it. Nicely done. Nice shot.
Yeah, I don't think it deserved that amount of round of applause though, Kevin. I mean, it was a good shot.
Hey, the crowd's getting into it. They're sensing we're getting close to the finish line. They're getting pumped up.
Perhaps they're looking in their rear view mirrors as well while they're watching the mainstream table. They've got one eye on this as well. I'm sure they have.
How could they not? This has been a great match. And it's not over yet. Shane still has a little bit of work to do. Ooh.
Yeah, it's been a pattern of this match, really. We did see those 3 break and runs in the middle of the match, or towards the end of the match, from Shane, but his cue ball hasn't been on a string, as they say. More like a bit of elastic in this particular match.
Yeah, he overcut that 5 slightly, causing the cue ball to travel a little more. But he's back in line.
Once again, though, you saw a very nervous looking Shane there, wondering where the cue ball was going. Luckily, he got a really nice foolish kiss on the 8 ball. From here, it should be all over. Well, betwixt and between once again. Not sure whether he overhit that or underhit it.
I'd say he's hit it just right.
Yeah, for the first time in this match, I think it's safe to say it's all over.
Wow, what a match this has been. Alvin put up a great fight. That was exciting. I didn't know who was going to win. It could have gone either way. Either player could have won that. But Shane did catch a gear, ran a few racks, got caught up, and overtook the lead. And from then it was kind of over for Alvin. But that was a good match. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button, please, and share.
I thought Shane was the deserved winner there overall, Kevin. I mean, he came good when needed to be. So overall, yeah. But a great performance also from Alvin Anggito from Indonesia. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of him in the future.
And I'm sure that 710 Fargo rate is going up. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm Kevin Ross, and for Mark White, see you guys next time.